but she her.
Nadia and Mason joined forces to raid a Manticore compound in Morocco in order to free a former Citadel colleague. However, dangerous accusations are made that both must come to terms with. As the Manitcore plan begins to come to fruition, a dangerous secret threatens Nadia and Mason's relationship. Hello, entertainment enthusiasts. This is Ray, and this is the Fandom Realm, and today I am actually reviewing episode number 4 and episode number 5 of Citadel. As always, spoilers abound, so just be aware. Now, this is 2 episodes in one, and so do expect talking about both of those episodes here and what I think, and I will probably give you some time codes. Now, I'm not going to do as I have been doing recently and going back and giving you what happened last time. I want to look to the future, and I'm just going to point out a few things. We are getting ready, of course, moving into the last episode of Citadel at the end of this week. That is going to be replaced by Heartstopper Season 1. Then what we're going to do is once we end Season 1 after 8 weeks, we're going to take a week off. I'll probably make a video on what's going to happen in Season 2. And then August the 3rd, Season 2 of Heartstopper. We're also going to finish the last 5 episodes of Queen Charlotte. I think it has been awesome. And of course, we also have, I believe, 3 episodes of Gotham Knights remain. And we're also going to get back into Night Agent. And so that's just some of the things that's coming up starting in the next few. Now with that, let's take a look at episode 4 and 5 of Citadel. Okay, so we're in Morocco at a Manticore black site.
So we're about to kill a bunch of people.
Not your first time, love.
Ooh, that's interesting to know. I like that. Not a bad fight scene. I don't like the slow-mo, but... she's a pretty good fighter. I've got to give her that. I think we forget here, too, he doesn't have all his memories back. So she is the agent. She got her memories. Mason supposedly does not have his because his vial got broken. So this is our agent who is captured.
You did this. What did I do?
Okay, we keep hearing people say this.
This has been...
Oh, another flashback. Goodness.
No.
Do I scare you?
I don't know what this is for.
I'm bringing a new tier 1 to the team.
I think this is supposed to work on their chemistry, but it doesn't do a good job
She
of
saved
it.
it once. Her name is Celeste Graham, and you are going to love her.
I honestly don't feel anything between the two
You're
of
one.
them.
Mm-hmm. Mason meets Celeste Graham.
You're the person that saved her life.
Okay, so this is actually his wife.
Started to expand. Davik is the muscle. Anders is the brains.
And the bad guy's wife, too, apparently. Or girlfriend.
If he completes it, the Oz-Key would be able to hack an entire nation's infrastructure.
Okay, so they've got something new called the Oz-Key, too.
Don't say it's impossible. He wants you to say it's impossible. It's impossible.
I really like the idea of them bringing in things like these cases.
But I've gotten a whole lot bigger than I remember. Your boy Anders has a long way to go before he gets his Oz-Key.
And taking away their memories and things like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Plus, she has a twin brother, just like Anders.
Okay, so we're coming in some information.
She taught me that the key to being undercover is learning how to maintain the lie.
All right.
You need to look in the mirror and see an entirely different person looking back.
This seems to be a little bit of a waste of time to me.
You'll find Anders at the Ironside bar.
Globetrotting again, I guess, in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So, we don't actually get to see them much, but I get more chemistry from those two.
Find things to love about him, so it'll feel real.
Than between Nadia.
You can't lie when you're undercover. Men like Anders and Davik will smell it from across the room.
Between Nadia and Mason. And that's probably not good considering how important Nadia and Mason are.
Is if you do.
Okay, so first section of clips here, and the big thing just talking about here, I want to hit in on flashbacks. Okay, flashbacks, I love flashbacks. Anybody that watches any videos of mine knows I love a good flashback. But, oh my God, they have so many flashbacks. It's getting a little old. And I like flashbacks where you see something from someone else's perspective so that it fills in part of the story. And that's not what they're doing here. So it's not something that I'm totally into, and it's sort of breaking the story up for me.
Rewriting the code for that thing.
And just sort of stopping sort of my progress in it.
I just want you.
You already have me.
Okay, so she's doing, seems like a good job of being an
Week you check
undercover.
in with me, call me. I will remind you what is real, what is true.
Okay, undercover is not easy.
Yeah, Dimitri convinced.
Okay. I just never trust him.
Now we know who the Sills brothers are working with in Vienna.
He just doesn't have that trustworthy manner about him. See, and they have another scene between them.
It's too soon. You know what it's like on the inside. There could be infinite reasons why she didn't check in.
And they allow for no passion. They allow for no
But if anyone gets
heat.
their hands on the Oski, any chance of holding them at bay, any chance of keeping their power in check is gone.
And they just don't seem together. Okay, so take it and leave a fake.
Odd place to store a purse.
Oh no, now she's in some trouble. He knows what she's doing. Ouch. Oh, goodness. I'm going to talk about that later.
Ops chief said they couldn't find it.
Fuck!
Really? Really?
Where's the Oski?
Are you fucking kidding me?
So she put it in her purse. Where could it have
What
gone?
did you do with the Oz key, Celeste?
I told you it was in my go bag.
And we should have found it, so something's going on.
She'd missed every one of your live drops.
You were the one who broke protocol, Mason.
So turning it back on Mason, I like that.
Couldn't fix him. But you sell the Oski and you can save his life.
So they think she's trying to save her brother.
Put her in interrogation too.
I'm going to tell you, this is just bad, and I do not like him.
Fuck up to me.
Shut up.
Attack unit arm system.
I mean, he was really threatening her brother like that. Come on now.
Attack unit.
Enough!
I'm glad Nadia stepped in. She needed to.
And now Davik knows that she was undercover.
But if you didn't catch it, he wants to
She does.
take her memories.
Celeste had the Oski. She went dark for 3 months.
But nobody else really wants to, and it's not really an approved.
She'll sell us out to the highest bidder. We have to wipe her clean.
It's not really an approved process.
You don't have to. We do it off-site.
Oh, like that makes it any better. Okay, So I'm going to go back for this section, and I just want to talk real quickly about fights. And fights in movies and fights in TV series and things that I just get absolutely irritated over. And one of those, I'm going to be honest with you. If you take something off of a toilet, if you take that piece of toilet and you bash me over the head that hard with it, I'm not going to be getting back up and walking away or living. I'm probably going to die.
Deactivates your arc chip and the rest of your Citadel creds.
Why would I want that?
I'm getting you out of here.
And this happens in tons of shows.
Perform a pair of painless procedures to reshape your cornea and the ridges of your fingertips to help you hide.
And if I remember, I'll try to go back into that too at the end.
She resettled.
Made the call myself.
Oh, you liar. Liar, liar.
Cozy? Classic?
Yeah, it's in Oregon.
Hey, isn't that the house they were staying in?
Destroy Celeste's vial. Erase her memories permanently.
Boy, he's just being all bad guy here.
If you're wrong about her, this is not something that you can come back from.
Stanley Tucci, yay! I think I may have gotten a clip a little out of order there. I'm sorry for that.
Any news on the Oz key?
Nothing.
This is where you can tell, I think his name is Charles, knows something's up.
Behavior patterns, how you think. You acted very out of character today.
Just the way he's talking to him.
That Tier 1 ordered the chief to conceal the Oz key.
Okay, so they found the Oz key, but they gave orders to keep
Deliver
it
to them on their return. And I know you know who that agent was.
Stop there, Carter.
to keep it quiet. So it apparently was Nadia that gave the order.
Nadia gave the cloaked order.
Okay, but it doesn't seem malicious to me.
Not because she was a threat to Citadel, but because she would be a threat to Nadia. Because you...
Okay. I can believe that.
Don't you ever say those words again.
Ooh, ouch. That's not nice.
Not you. Her.
Okay, so this brings us back to them rescuing him.
You can't trust.
And in Morocco, and I believe we just went into episode 5. So we're in Morocco, and he's accusing Nadia. And here we go for another flashback.
Any news on the Oz key?
Okay, talking about the Oz key.
And there's this.
Oh, that's a ring. That's an engagement ring. Wow. Okay, so with what's going on in this section, the really big thing for me here is, who's the bad guy? Is it Nadia? Is it Mason? Is it, what's his name? Charles? What's going on? They're throwing a lot of information out there at us, and they're throwing a lot of red herrings, I think, out there at us. So it's hard to tell who exactly the bad guy is so far in the show. We know the evil British ambassador woman apparently is a bad guy, but we're going to have to see on that as well.
With you, I'm me. And only with you am I me.
Okay, so he wants to keep her close.
Marry me.
Wow, that's a big proposition there, bud.
She's alive.
It's not real.
Okay, so we're back to this scene now. It's been a while. Well, you probably shouldn't work with the Citadel folks. Did she shoot him in the head?
That the most dangerous weapon of all wasn't nuclear arms or biological weapons.
Okay. What is it?
It was Citadel.
Oh, interesting. Which I was wondering about that early on.
Fit to speak his name. This is his legacy as much as it is mine.
All right. So she's making threats.
Credit. It was one of your own who came to me.
Another reference to a Citadel spy.
Of the agency. And betrayed you.
Still not sure who it is, though, for sure. Okay. I wish they would write on the screen what's on the phone. That would be nice.
I'm gonna answer one question. Did he know?
Okay. I don't remember this too much when we were watching it.
Spy has to be a great liar. A great spy needs to tell the truth.
Okay, so I remember when he was telling Nadia about that.
Bernard backstopped Celeste.
Oh, that's right. I remember now.
I'm sorry.
How could you do that to her?
I did it for you.
Nadia was baiting him because she knew what had happened.
If you'd asked me, I would have told you the truth.
Oh, well, hey, it's always a good thing to ask.
Boss,
Why don't you tell me, Mason?
what did you do with
What
it?
do you think I did with it and destroyed it?
Okay, so where are we at this point? We're getting close to the end of episode 5 here, and all we know is that Nadia has destroyed the key for some reason. And I'm going to guess it has something to do with the fact that the evil British ambassador woman was calling Citadel the problem in the first place. And so I guess we're hopefully going to see a little bit more of that in what was going on. Along with that, of course, again, they are trying to develop this relationship between them, and I just ain't buying it. I'm sorry. I hope you are. I really do. But I need some more.
If you think I needed you to do that for me, you don't know me at all.
How could I?
Okay, so she's getting a little upset.
Now, Citadel gave me an identity. Not existing was an asset.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know why you're so fucking terrified of being seen.
I just can't love you.
Ouch.
Did the right choice calling me. Let's get you to Valencia.
All right, so who's this guy?
Okay. If you're there much longer, they'll discover the truth about you.
Not sure about introducing somebody like this late in the ballgame.
Mason can never find out.
Okay, so that's sort of suspicious.
Terrorist Rahigandir, just days before Citadel fell.
Okay, now we're back in Morocco, so good for them.
Close to your family, Bernard.
And of course, she's trying to make him talk by tracking his family.
Do it.
Okay.
All right, are you really going to give her that information? I'm disappointed.
Clean up in Wyoming. No loose ends.
Oh, that's bad. That's where his family is. She is gloriously evil. I'll talk about her in a minute. So they have some equipment to identify when any type of bomb's on its way. If I were an agent like them, I would probably make sure I know when bombs were coming at me too.
This black site was breached. Canaan, not just sent to Carter. They're fleeing the country.
All right, so
Your brother was killed.
She is she just told him his brother was dead.
Free and shot him dead.
Blaming it on the wrong person, though. Now, this section of clips, sort of the big thing I'm going to talk about here is, and I'm sorry, I cannot remember her name to save my life, but I am nicknaming her the evil British ambassador lady. And so, man, just the way she delivers the lines and her acting, I'm not sure she's not the best actress in the actual show. But I think she is someone who makes a very cunning, dangerous villain that is extremely dangerous. And that is important for shows like this, to have very evil bad guys. That's what makes the show.
And you're gonna open me up after what you did to Celeste?
All right, so coming back to Celeste.
What's in Valencia?
I need to tell you something.
Nadia, what was in Valencia?
All right, put on some pressure here.
I had a child and I had to keep her secret because that was the only way to keep her safe.
Oh, goodness. That's not going to be good. All right, so, of course, Mason's got to be the dad.
Since she was 6 months old, 8 years ago.
Wow, she went on that mission with her daughter.
Why not?
Because you didn't deserve to know.
With her daughter hidden away and nobody knew she was alive.
Quick. The family.
All right, so it looks like there's a group of families that control
Only Mason Kane has access to those nukes.
Manticore.
He's a criminal. A terrorist.
He's my father.
All right, so that guy was her dad. Interesting.
If I don't tell him, aren't I just like him?
No, not really. I mean, actions mean something.
But you'll be safe here.
Oh, cute little baby. Uh-oh, here comes somebody looking for trouble.
I have someone who would like a word with you.
All right, I mean, it's obvious who this is going to be.
Kyle Conroy. I've been anxious to speak with you for a very long time.
There she is, evil British ambassador lady.
I seek. Well, 5 somethings.
So what exactly are those supposed to be? There's some maybe special nuclear weapon?
And you're going to help me retrieve them.
All right. How are you going to do that?
Because I have your daughter.
Oh, no. Come on. Anything but that. Okay, so this section of the series, this just brings a big mystery, or not really a mystery, but this brings us to the next section, basically to the finale next week, and we find out that evil British ambassador lady has kidnapped Mason's daughter, Mason and Nadia's daughter, and, you know, that's not supposed to be a good thing for our good guys, and so we'll see how they react to that. Now, with that, that is the end of our recap of episodes 4 and 5. I think I did a good job of shortening that down a little bit. But now I just want to take a couple of minutes to go through and talk about the basically the ups and downs, sort of give my review, maybe go through and do a little bit of ranting and raving. And so let's just see how it turns out. First off, big ups to evil British ambassador lady. I think she is probably the best part of this show so far. She is delightfully evil, or at least evil acting. That is so important in a show like this, to have a great bad guy that you just love to hate. And always, I love the bad guys that are, you know, they have a reason for what they're doing. They feel justified. And in here, she feels that Citadel is the bad guy. and Manticore needs to work against Citadel. Now, we didn't see anything different in here than Citadel just being good for the most part. So I'll be interested to see how all of that turns out with evil British ambassador lady. And of course, now she has Mason's daughter. Okay, that brings me to a negative. I'm not really big into kidnapping spies or important people's kids to get their attention. I think it's an overused trope. I think we all know the kid's going to get back safely. I think if you just use some other trope, things probably go better overall. Okay. Of course, another down for me is while I like the fight scene, I'm not huge on some of their choreography, but for the most part, I like them. I think the big thing with the fight scenes is we just need more. I still haven't gotten a good sense of why either Nadia, Singh, or Mason are these unparalleled Citadel agents. So I think we need to see more of that. So that's a down for me, okay? A big up to the revelation that there is a kid, okay? At least they had something up their sleeves to try to pull out on it. And I wasn't really expecting it, but we'll see how that goes. It seems a little late to let that out. It seems to me like probably the start of episode 4 would have been about the right time. Now, I'm going to say this is neutral to me. I want to give it an up, but I want to give it a down too, and that is sort of Mason's attitude. I think I'm going to go with it being a negative. He was very sort of out of character for what they want him to be here in his flashbacks. And I mean, he was just a total complete jerkwad, and I'm not sure that's really what we wanted to see him as. And so that's something that is a negative in this episode for me as well, or these 2 episodes. Okay. Once again, I'm going to talk about the relationship between Nadia and Mason and the chemistry. And with that, the big thing is this. I don't feel chemistry with them. I have not since the very beginning. You need to do things. I don't see her when she's staring at him. I don't see her lustfully staring at him. I just see her staring at him like, oh, this is a guy sitting across from me, okay? And that doesn't really show that chemistry. Also, they've already had a couple of scenes that are sex scenes, and there was no steam, there was no passion that I felt in those. It was just like they were there and nothing else. And I think needs some of that, at least passion, showing in a series, in a movie, in order to get people to believe that people's feelings for each other are actually real and they do have chemistry. All right, everybody, I think that about does it for me. I got a lot of information out there to you all in the section reviews. So with that, I'm going to bring this video to a close. While I'm trying to get away from grades, I would probably give these 2 episodes combined maybe a C+. They were probably stronger of some of the episodes, but still nowhere near where I would have wanted them to be. Now, with that, I do want you just to remember we're trying to get to 400 subscribers by basically June the 11th. And so please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and comment below. And I'll see you next time on the Fandom Realm.